if I had to go get a knee replacement or something, I think I would just go to Dr. Smith's clinic and pay cash.
There's no doubt in my mind, my wife and I talk about it often, is that if it's an elective type surgery, that's where we're going. I mean, a good example is my youngest son, about 3 years ago, he compound fractured his tibia, typical 18-year-old boy doing some 18-year-old boy stuff. And he came up short on a jump when he's jumping on an irrigation canal, broke his tibia. And of course, I'm out of town and Janet's talking to me, and I'm thinking, I don't want to go to my local hospital. I'm thinking, Janet, how do we get him to Oklahoma? She's like, Shawn, his bone is sticking out of his leg. We can't do that.
Sure.
So we had to go through the whole process. And I was in contact with Keith Smith while I was bargaining with the hospital, negotiating down a bill, which they weren't very good about. And like you said, there were 5 or 6 different bills: radiology, hospital bill, doctor's bill, pathology, or labs, all separate. Anyway, they all added up to $48,000.
Wow.
Right. He was there. It was an outpatient deal. He didn't stay overnight or anything. Healthy kid. I asked Dr. Smith, how much would it be at Surgery Center of Oklahoma? And true to form, it's usually about 8 to 10 to 1. And at Surgery Center of Oklahoma, it would have been $8,000. Now, when you talk about co-pays, people say, well, yeah, but if you had insurance, it would be better to do this. And I guess in our situation, we didn't have a lot of choice to go anywhere else because of because of the situation. We had to get it done right away. It wasn't elective. But I use it as an example because the pricing structure is still there. And let's say we did have insurance. So we don't have typical insurance. I don't believe in traditional insurance. I believe, like you said, with regulation, traditional insurance is government insurance. It's so highly regulated after Obamacare that if you're on traditional Blue Cross, United, it's government insurance. And so we have a health sharing ministry. We, talk about your dad having a $175 a year policy for you. We pay $170 a month for ourselves. And it's incredible. Anyway, if you think of the copays that a person would have had to pay, a lot of people will pay a 20% copay. 20% on $48,000 is $8,000, $9,000. So you'd be cheaper, better off to go to Surgery Center of Oklahoma. Now, here's another thing.
Folks, if you get in a car wreck and break your leg, do it in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, right.